Tell me a little bit about how you ended up here. You kind of flew in under the radar, and the next thing you know,
Yep,
everybody in Kentucky is excited about this guy from Australia
yep.
coming. So tell me a little bit about how that came about. How did you get interested in UK? How hard did Cal recruit you? What convinced you to come here?
It was so when I first heard about Kentucky, I was watching the All Access video from on YouTube when I was 14 or 13, very young, and that kind of sparked a little thing in my brain, and I kept that in the back of my head for a while, and just kind of kept going with basketball. And then when I came here, he came to watch me play in Indiana. So it kind of, what was in my head a dream kind of became a reality then. And then a possibility. And then I kind of I went through the normal process of getting recruited, and I decided to reclassify or go ahead with the reclassification in March. So as I was doing that, they just came on board, and just like a normal recruitment really. And then I came to visit and liked I really liked the facilities, and Carl's just, he's second to none. He's very exciting, and it's going to be very cool to be able to be coached by him. So I think what drew me to Carl was, I feel like he's quite humble for who he is, and I just know he's going to have my best interest all the time, and he's going to help me a lot with becoming professional. I mean, like professional mentally, not literally, but I don't know, just kind of helping me a lot.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I read somewhere that you were sort of a latecomer to basketball. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I started when I was just turned 13. So I had a big growth spurt when I was 12, and then I kind of just got into basketball simply because I was tall, and then it kind of just took off from there.
Tell me what you think your strengths are on the basketball court, and then follow that up and tell me what you really need to work
My strengths would be around the basket. I like to bang, I like to go back to the basket, post moves, real fundamental low and slow and hook shots. But now I'm kind of starting to expand a little and come out to not all the way to the three-point line just yet. I don't think I'm there yet. But I think my mid-range shooting has gotten a lot better, and I'm very comfortable to shoot outside of the key and put the ball on the floor. So, I mean, that's probably how I would sum up my game. And what I need to work on would just be my range of shooting, I think, and defense. You can always work on defense. So, and especially for me, playing in the SEC will teach me a lot to defend those great athletes that can jump really high, run really fast, and who are really strong. So it'll just be a very good learning experience.
on. But you like the contact under the
Yeah, I
basket?
love it. I love contact.
You know, most Americans' perceptions of Australians started with the Crocodile Dundee movies. How true is that? Are you the outdoorsy?
Yeah, I really like going on hikes, and I don't like the animals we have in Australia because they're deadly. But I like the outdoors. I really like to. I like nature. I like to be one with nature. So I think the Crocodile Dundee stereotype, I don't think it's exact, but
It's a movie.
I mean, it does happen. There are people like that, but I just like to be outdoors. Yeah.
Well, we kind of, when you signed, one of the things that kind of struck us was the international flavor of the Kentucky team this
Yeah.
year. I mean, have you guys discussed that any at all about the different nationalities?
Not really. I think it's just, I mean, for myself, I just know it's common knowledge that there's Canadians, there's
Asian,
Scal, there's, who else is there?
Australian,
There's Australia now. I mean, what are they calling us? The United Nations of basketball?
something like that.
Who knows? But I mean, it's good for me because I'm not alone in being international. Everyone kind of knows how it feels to be away from home and stuff like that. We can kind of just get through it together.
Is that something that common thread there? That everybody's away from home. I mean, I realize you go to college, everybody's away from home for the most part, except Dominique. But does that kind of provide a bonding mechanism for you guys? Just a little
Yeah,
bit?
I think we're always together. So we're always together. So, I mean, you have no choice but to kind of bond, and I mean, it's a good thing. It's good that we're always together. We become very close, and well, in the previous teams I've been on, that's definitely what happens. you become close and you get a bond, and they're all such good guys, and I think they're all great people. So it'll be really good to get to know them, and just I don't know, I feel like college is where you make lifelong friends. So, and especially if you're going through this with them, you're going to need people. You're going to need, I mean, brothers, they say, and it's who knows it better than the people that are going through it as well. So they're just going to be very, very important to. We're all going to be very important to each other. So.
Well, you know, I have to ask you about the theater.
Yeah.
That you talked about, and everybody else is going to. But I know you said that started out. That was an early interest for you. Is it something you might pursue a bit on campus?
Not on campus. I think right now I'm at UK to play basketball, and I've got to, knuckle down and do that. I think it'll come at some point in my life, I'll be playing basketball and doing that side of my life as well, because I have two passions, and I don't want to just completely shut off that passion because it's something that really interests me. So for now, I'm definitely just going to focus on basketball and really get that done, and then later on, maybe, I don't know, juggle both. We'll see what happens. But
so if somebody walks up to you in Fayette Mall and asks you to belt out a song, you're going to politely decline.
I'll politely say it. Not right now, but I'll maybe one day.
Has there been anything that struck you as just I can't believe it's like this about moving to Central Kentucky as opposed to Australia? Or are people?
I think, yeah. Australians are nice. Kentuckians are nice. Is that what you call them, Kentuckians? I'm not sure.
It works for
Is
me.
that? Then everyone's. I think the main difference is the geography and the environment. I think it's very hilly, and there are so many nice horse farms, and we don't have that. Definitely, we have Aussie farms with cattle dog and sheep and cows, and that's Australian. So, yeah, I think that's probably the main difference, really. Yeah.
Is there anything you're looking forward to on campus to acquainting yourself with, certain classes, or do you have a major picked out yet? Or?
I'm going undecided for now, just because I'm really not sure. I want to kind of get those core subjects done.
Sure.
So I think I really like academics. I love school. I love kind of immersing myself in school. So it's going to be great to start that up.